You're not really sort of chasing it as such.
No, you're just meeting it. You're meeting what? Yeah, you
Enough to
get the
protect the body.
position that you want to meet it, regardless of where it goes.
Now, and this is something where this is where you get into this very fine line where sort of it seems to be like a contradiction. Whereas before, what I'm saying with these type of things, with these type of blocks, I'm not chasing the arm.
No, you're just covering yourself.
I'm covering myself. That's what I say. That's more of an emergency technique, especially because I don't really know what's happening. Yeah. If I can see you coming, punch comes out, I can chase your arm because I want to control it.
Right, very what you want to do.
If I'm confident enough to control an arm, if the punch comes in, I can control it. I control it by chasing it.
But if you just want
to I'm doing
reaction, not spur of the moment kind of thing.
If I'm after protection, so you've got to cover. This is it. This way you start getting to this balance of what is cover and what's a block. I don't like the word block as such. I prefer cover that controls. One of the two. But you need to understand the relationship that you've got between what your hands can do. Yeah. And once you understand this, so you understand from the position that it gives protection, then once you're looking at the protection that you've got, then you can understand the control that you can take. Yeah. Whether you're talking about it on the outside of the elbow, on the inside of the elbow, whether it's high or whether it's low. Yeah. You're looking at this understanding of elbow and how the arm threatens from the shoulder and how in relationship to you. So see, it doesn't make any difference. If you're going to punch me in the head and it's the arm straight,
yes,
you punch straight, the point of contact there, right? Hook it in. There's not that much difference between your arm position when it's landing.
But there is when the route it takes.
The route it takes vastly different. So, but in reality,
the landing point is the same.
Punch, I can just go to there. Hook punch, I can still go to there. All I have to do is put it at the normal. This is a little bit more advanced because what you're actually doing is I'm building this up arm from with a coverage here. Now you may get some sort of energy coming in. Yeah. Now at your distance, I could do that. If you step in more with a hook, so you're actually it's coming in more bent. Now I can't do this because this is coming across. I'd have to take it out. Yeah. Depends on the distance. So it's the difference between sort of a haymaker type hook coming in that way and a more true sort of like stepping in on from that way. So it's much more powerful.
It's harder to control.
So it's just like an extension of the elbow. This is actually it's fairly weak with the long lever.
When you got a short, quick movement.
Well, that's actually it's much stronger because your elbow is in a stronger position to punch through. Because it's just like an elbow strike. It's just like an elbow strike.
Yeah, it's that kind of structure. Not in the hook.
But it's just that your fist extended out, so it's like just having that extension on the elbow. Instead of having that coming through, you've got that coming through. Yeah. So it's very much more linked towards the type of an elbow thing. So we've got around, I mean, it's very easy to get caught up in these and start to try to think of all these bright and wonderful ideas that's going to protect against them. But no, simply understand from where your hand is, where your hand position is. From where your hand position is, any technique is simple to defend against. You've got two hands, right? Yeah. Anything that comes in, you can cover those areas. That's right. It's not a problem. Even if it's no matter what type of punch it is, the understanding of how to defend against it is simple. Then you go. What the main idea is that you've got to look after next is the next threat. Right. So if a punch comes in, I'm into here. Now, what I've got to look at now is the next one is this hand. Now I can deal with this hand in several ways. I can either just protect against it and then step across into this way and then come in.
In control.
I don't like this because that would leave that hand. I haven't controlled it. I could go in kicking, which this leg would be coming up, or I could just push through. There's a few variations on that I don't particularly like. But if a punch comes in again, if I'm into this position, I could then possibly go to the outside of it. Control it. Again, control it. Looking at the north on there. So again, but that's the variations that then you go into what's next.
Yeah.
Depends on how the
Depends
energy
on the
is.
situation.
Depends on the situation. It depends if you're just stood standing there going, duh. Then I could just sort of go kick.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. So you've really got to analyse the differences, the changes.
Right.
That's part of it when you're waking up inside your head.
Right.
It's not saying, well, if you do this and I do, punch comes in and I do this, I do this, I do this, I do that, and you come up with that, I do this, I do that, and then you come up with that, I do that, on from it, and I'll fit, they'll tie you up on from it, then I can hit you on from it, then I can do that and do that.
It's not the reality of it.
No, it's not wrong what I've just made. Certain things were wrong because my feet were all wrong. I wasn't even thinking about my legs. I was just thinking about my arms. So my stance was open and there was nothing really to do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, I can justify, I mean what I did, there was nothing particularly wrong with it. The techniques weren't particularly wrong.
No.
But that's not something to practice to make perfect.
Yeah.
Because a punch comes in automatic, you should be going bam, 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 in. You know, you want to be in, you want to be hitting the guy.
That's
I don't want to take 12 times to reach 12 techniques to take you. You're looking at one, but it depends. The punch comes in, I'm going into there. This hand comes out off me and protects that. So I'm into it. Now what? You could then sort of come, step in, using that arm to gum right across to there and pin us in. Come across, that's it, so you're coming into there. Oh, now I'm back into there. Now I went to a different little ball game altogether. Now I'm into a position on, so that I could come out onto there, and I could say, oh, I could come into there, oh, I could step into there, now, oh, I'm in the inside, I want to be on, oh, there, oh, now, now it's...
You want to do it realistically, not?
You want to be able to do it so you can justify it.
Yeah.
Into that word again, justification. You've got to be able to justify the technique as far as the principles and the concepts of your workshop.
And the reason for doing the actual technique.
So, there's nothing wrong with linking all these things together and making these nice, dramatic techniques.
Yeah.
As long as you're justifying things on the way. But as long as you're not saying, well, this is how to do it.
Yeah.
Because you never can tell.
There isn't one way of doing it.
There's never... Oh, there's always one way of doing one particular scenario.
Yeah.
But everything changes. Nothing's ever the same. And you can never say what you're going to do in advance. You can only say what techniques should be done afterwards.
Yeah, after the time's gone by.
After it, then you can analyse it.
That's right.
When you're there and then, all you can do is do it.
That's right.
And hope you get it right.
Yeah. Or you get most of it right.
Okay, so you're looking at a percentage success.
Yeah.
So hopefully you've got enough experience to
But
get a fairly high
look at it
percentage
afterwards,
success.
and if it's not the success you thought, you can analyse and see where you went wrong. Got to do it in some kind of way to work out how the mistakes have occurred.
Yeah. You've got to be very careful.
Is that right?
Yes, and so, so that allows you to, again, to analyse it, to go back with a calm mind.
Yeah.
And say, oh well, this, then you can say, then you may be able to see a point and say, well, punch comes in on from that, then up, then you go to something, whoa, there's a big gap there, and so like, you come into, so you got a circle into here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's open there, now what you have to do is turn with a jam cell, and that would be a very powerful technique. If you turn with a jam, on, now I'm in a very weak position here, as far as anything's concerned. Now, if I lap out on from that, if you sort of then lap me down again, that way, you lap me,
Yeah.
we'll pull that.
This hand.
That doesn't mean you lap down, you're going to be letting go. If you do it fast, on from that. Now, because you're pulling us this way, I've got no strength this way.
That's right, you're going this way.
So I'm in a pretty weak position.
I could do an elbow from there, well, couldn't I?
You'd have to step in with it.
Yeah,
I'm still in a really bad position here. I don't like this at all. I could possibly step right out, but you might have given us the opportunity to do that.
yeah, depending on the reaction.
Depending on your reactions, depending on my reactions. But these are all areas where you've got to be able to see. You've got to be able to visualise. You've got to be able
to look into.
You've got to be able to visualise what can happen in the variations. Of all the different lengths, of all the different possibilities of what can happen. This is what you've got to build yourself awareness to. And so when somebody comes into it, you see something, oh no, that'll back up into there. Now I can feel that energy come down. So I know I can get in, but now I'm down there and I can come in or whatever. I can feel those things in there.
Yeah, that's right. So you're just going off.
You see, I'll do this type of thing. I'll do it quite often. Because it's the simplest thing to do. I want your arm.